Stadium. And boy, do we have a fun one ahead. Top 10 team, target on their back, going on their road and right into the snake pit. It's the Illinois Fighting Illini and the Rutgers Scarlet Knights. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Let's go down to our sideline reporter, Holly Rowe.
Illinois head coach told me before the game, this running back has been a revelation all season long. They brought him in the transfer portal, and he has delivered. Each and every week, we see the chemistry grow between he and the quarterback and their offensive line. Now in playoff contention, making some noise in the top 15, they are starting to be a team to contend with, and it is all because of this running back and how he is fueling this offense. Back to you.
Okay, Holly. Illinois about to kick it away to get things started. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Offense in a bunch formation. They'll move the wide receiver. Tavian St. Clair. Out wide right, it's Black. Show him a little juke, and he's up to the 30 before he stopped.
You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these programs coming into this one. So there's a lot of eyeballs, David, on this game to find out who's mentally and emotionally the toughest.
Yeah, and we're going to point to this game as we get later in the...
Snags in, there's running room. He'll go out of bounds right at the 40-yard line as this offense continues to show great patience.
And I love the idea of getting this guy screen throws because of his ability after the catch. So nice job getting downfield, getting a hat-on hat, and giving him a tunnel to run through.
Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. Tight end now in motion. St. Clair. Looking for a big play. Takes the grab on the big throw. He'll work his way down to the 28.
I'm a huge fan of offensive aggressiveness to start a football game. I think the defense is getting settled in. They play up a little bit. They play a little bit more aggressive. They got more emotion, and the offense takes advantage. Nice big play over the top. Stay aggressive, offense.
Again, it's St. Clair. Still looking. He'll pull it down and run. He's inside the 15. Runs it all the way down, almost to the 10. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 12.
Man, that's so frustrating. And it happens so fast. He just pulls it down. It looks like pass. He pulls it down, and he's gone. Just like that, chewing up yards. So much speed, so hard to stop.
And the Scarlet Knights come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll wrestle him down at the 4-yard line after that run. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Quick completion to the right. Bust through behind his pad. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Rutgers. Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. So that was a 6-play, 75-yard drive. And they capped the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass. From deep, it's Martin. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. This is what we expected. This ground ready to make its presence known. They'll start on the ground with Jarrett Gibson. There he goes. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up.
Man, when I can run the football like that on first down and create 2nd and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football.
He'll throw it. Right side, it's Thomas. And he's got enough for the first down. They'll mark it at the 34. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Handoff for Jarrett. Surged ahead for a couple there. It'll be 2nd and 8. All right, guys, let's chat about Illinois. Top 5 up to this point is really good. It's staying there as we get closer to the playoff. That becomes a huge challenge.
They just need to focus on winning right now. They're in position as a top 5 team to reach the college football playoff, but you've got to keep winning, and that's got to be the mindset. And coming into today, they have to bring their A game to the field.
And we're still in the middle of the season, so there's so many ways to still make a good impression for this squad, and we still have conference championships for some. We have great matchups that will decide, just like we've seen in past years, right? Comes down the stretch, who's playing the best.
Drops back. It's Reynolds. Hauls it in. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Wants to throw one first. Can't hold on in the face of the contact. Let's talk for a second about Illinois. As most everyone knows by now, one of the top disruptors on defense in the country, 5-star defensive lineman, and they got him with a huge verbal commitment last week. What's that going to do for them?
I mean, the excitement level through the roof. Getting a guy like that you know is plug and play. I mean, big, strong, athletic, makes your defensive line formidable right away. The recruiting class, they just gained some serious momentum.
Trying to get this defense off to a good start. On 3rd down, here's Gibson. He's got enough for the first down, and they'll mark it at the 37.
I mean, you see it so many times with, like, these young kids in the start to football games. You can get those juices and the momentum going one direction. I like this offense, man. I wanted to see him get that first down because you don't want to send your defense out there again after giving up points on their first drive and kind of giving away some momentum. Nice job by this offense.
Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Breaks into the open. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down.
And talking to the OC this week, getting this running back going was step number 1. It was priority number 1. He said it makes the whole offense go. Like, he is the bell cow. He is the guy. This offense doing exactly what they set out to do on this first drive.
Stopped in his tracks. He got nothing. It'll be 2nd and 10.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
Looking downfield, it's Reynolds. Slings it downfield. The pass is incomplete, but there's a flag in the backfield, and that shot the quarterback took might have been a little too much. 3 yards. First down for the offense after that penalty. They'll run it in the red zone. It's Martin. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. And the penalty accepted, and they'll move him back. This offense trying to quieten the crowd on 1st and goal, and they are not cooperating. Here's a give to Gibson. And he's in. Touchdown, Illinois.
What a luxury for an offense to have. The ability to set the tone on the ground, giving that guy the football time after time, making offense easy, being physical, and really setting the tone for this football game.
And he made the extra point without problem. So a drive there of 85 yards, and they finished it off with the score from the 4. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. From the gun, it's Raymond. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Back in motion. Try to clear the picture. Throwing St. Clair. In traffic, it's Duff.
Is that stiff arm even a human arm? It looks like some type of steel bludgeoning device on his way to a 1st down.
As a head coach, you love it when your quarterback is locked in early. Opening drive, throws a touchdown pass. Really nice throw on that last play. Here in the 2nd drive, he's firing on all cylinders. You can tell this guy did his homework coming into this game, and right now it's paying off.
Looking for a man. It's St. Clair. Buying time to his right. Trying to escape and get it himself. And he steps out of bounds, and that's going to do it for the 1st quarter. We've got a good one going here, and looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the 2nd. First play of the period will be a 2nd down. Keeps it moving. It's Raymond. He's stopped, but he's got enough to move the chain.
And, you know, big chunks like this don't happen unless you commit to the run game. You got to get those big boys up front into the game, understanding I want to knock people off the football, create some holes like you do here for my running back, make the game easy.
The Scarlet Knights are moving quickly down the field. St. Clair going for it all. Hits him inside the 20, still going. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18.
And man, you love to see that from this offense, coming out and answering, right? Like putting a drive together. Their defense just gave up a touchdown, but you want to snatch the momentum back. Nice job putting a little bit of a drive together. Now let's go cap this thing off with a touchdown.
And the Scarlet Knights have it with a 1st and 10. Gets the back moving. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Out wide right, it's Raymond. They stop him just a link or two short of the 1st, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here.
Well, it wasn't a great start for this quarterback, but on this drive, he seems to be turning the corner. He just looks like he's playing in a different rhythm. He's seeing the field better. It's almost as if the game is starting to slow down for him. And I think on that last completion, it was a good example of that.
It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Now on the move. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in.
And you see this so much in college football, man. Now, short yard situations, you give it to your QB, you get the extra blocker, and it's just really hard to stop, man, because he still is a thrower, and there's still that threat. But nice job being physical on the line of scrimmage by this offense.
St. Clair. Left side, it's Raymond. Touchdown, Scarlet Knights. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. So a well-executed 8-play, 75-yard drive. And they close the deal with the 7-yarder for the score. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So the Fighting Illini offense comes out ready to go to work. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Just smothered on the play.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a 3rd and long. Looking to throw, it's Reynolds. Picked off. What a play to set him up. And he'll be marked down, but what a play to come up with that interception. The Scarlet Knights start this drive. The offense looks ready to go. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills, and they've got it at the receiver position. So if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
Send the tight end in motion. Throwing St. Clair. He's going for the big play. Makes the grab, gets the foot down. Just precision execution on that big play.
Nice patience by the quarterback here working against zone coverage. He was allowing his receiver an opportunity to find that open space in the defense before pulling the trigger.
The Scarlet Knights have it with a 1st and goal. Going to audible here. Let's see what they do. Driving forward, it's Raymond. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone.
If at first you don't succeed, try again. I wouldn't be surprised if they just turn around and hand it off to him again here on second.
They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. They'll send the back in motion. Tavian St. Clair. Trying to find the end zone. Touchdown, Scarlet Knights. And they take it in for 6 more points. Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish things off with an 8-yard toss for the score. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Looking to throw, it's Reynolds. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. 2nd down, clock's running.
Nice job by this defense, pinning their ears back, getting to the quarterback, creating the sack. But look at...
Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play. Rutgers has it back. They'll send the offense back onto the field. Everything's been working so far. They've had it 3 times, reached the end zone on each occasion, and now headed to the end zone. Touchdown, State University of New Jersey. And they add 6 more to more of that trip to the house. They've extended the lead and taken control here in week 9. Lining up to tack 1 more onto that lead. And they knock through the extra point, and they're up 28-7. That's taking advantage of a golden opportunity set up with great field position, and they struck quickly for the touchdown. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Here's Gibson to begin the drive. And he's brought down after a short gain.
And I think the defense kind of understood what was coming. Back-to-back possessions where this offense threw interceptions, like they're going to want to get the run game going, and they were ready for it. Great job fitting the gaps and making good, solid tackles.
Nice move there. And he'll move his way forward to the first down. They'll mark it at the 35.
All right, defense, that's what we can't do. We can't give up this many chunk yards on the ground. Got to commit more guys to the line of scrimmage. Got to get those running backs on the ground. That's way too easy.
Now hits it, it's Gibson. The draw draws nothing except a swarm of tacklers. He's stopped immediately.
Tell you, they tried to go draw in the middle of the field. That back had nowhere to go with the football. He was tackled right away for a loss.
After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Under pressure. Across the 45. They get him down at the 49, but not before he picks up 15.
Well, I think you're starting to see some examples of why this guy is inexperienced in a freshman quarterback, right? Obviously, he's thrown a couple picks earlier in the game. That scramble right there, he's got to get down. He's got to take care of himself and slide. Great job, nice athleticism, good decision to take off scrambling and help his offense, but you really are seeing his inexperience shine through here in this game.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football, and a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting them the football, letting them get some positive yards.
Back to pass, it's Reynolds. Throws to the wideout. Got his man to the left. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line. Now the Illini calling a timeout there first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
And I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Unloads to the wideout. Pass is incomplete. The clock is down to 9.
All right, you got to be careful here if you're the quarterback, right? Back-to-back incompletions. You've had a nice drive. You're still in field goal range, though. Think about this. You cannot take a sack. That has got to be what the play caller is reminding his quarterback about in the headsets right now. If it's not there, throw this thing away because we've got a chance to at least get 3 points here.
Tight end getting vertical. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just enough time for one final play of the half. Takes a snap, wants to throw. Touchdown Illini! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Last 4 minutes of the first half, first 4 minutes of the second half. That is a time window that oftentimes determines games, and you're seeing it potentially happen here. It was critical the offense was able to go down, drive the field, and score a touchdown here late in the first half, knowing they get the ball back first in the second half. And if they go out right away in the second half and good things happen, this game takes on a completely different feel.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. One more snap coming before halftime. The hand to the running back. Oh, he's got some space. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, week 9, kind of a week where we separate the pretenders from the contenders here on the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We start with a look at Western Kentucky taking on the Kennesaw State Owls. And it's the Hilltoppers coming away with a blowout victory in what looks like a major upset. Expect major changes in the polls this week. And that now gets this group to 3 wins, which is nothing to write home about yet. But brick by brick, this staff is starting to build something.
Illinois will get things going as the offense comes out onto the field. Down 2 possessions to start this third quarter. They'd love to build some early momentum.
You ain't lying, because you only got so many possessions here in the second half, so now you're down. I got to maximize every single one. Put your best plays together. Start this drive off on a good note.
Yeah, it starts right here. Obviously, you can't get it all back on this drive, but you can create that momentum. You can create something special and some energy, but it's going to start with this offense here executing at a high level.
The Fighting Illini with options here on 2nd and short. Dropping back, it's Reynolds. Got out of trouble and throws. Comes down, it's Gibson. And they wrap him up, but not before he's got enough for the first down. Last completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Drops back on first down. Caught in the backfield, it's Gibson. Makes the catch, but goes no further, and it'll be a short pickup on that one.
And I love linebackers, man, that just have a nose for the football, an absolute feel. Great job not losing vision, feeling the running back start to come out of the backfield to catch the football, and then doing the most important part. Probably the hardest, too, getting him on the ground.
Finds his big tight end. He'll be dragged to the ground, but it'll be a first down.
When you can run routes like this big guy, you can line him up in the slot. You can give him some extra space to work and just let him find the open holes over the middle of the field. It's a good idea to line him up in different spots to help him out, but he's a big part of this passing game. You saw why there.
Got 6 yards on the play, 2nd and 4 coming.
Man, it's easy to call plays when you're getting 5 or 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, why would I get complicated? Why would I get complex? Like, up front right now, this group just win, fall forward, get that good gain, stay ahead of the sticks, don't have to get in bad situations. This defense better respond, or else I'll do that all the way down the field.
Gibson again. Turning it on. He steps out of bounds, but he's got a first down on the play.
I'll tell you, this running back, he is running behind an offensive line that is playing in unison right now, doing a great job communicating pre-snap. They're getting hats on hats in the run game.
Illinois move the chains on the ground. Let's see if they run behind that big offensive line again. Here he goes. There's some room. Then got enough space. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Fighting Illini. Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point cuts the lead to 7, 28-21. That is an efficient drive. 7 plays, 75 yards. And he finished off the drive with a 30-yard scoring scamper. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. And the Rutgers offense heads back onto the field. So after watching their defense immediately give up a touchdown drive here in the third quarter, they'll try to answer here. Wide receiver comes in motion. St. Clair. Oh, pressure's coming. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be 2nd down.
And finally, this quarterback looks human for one play. He has been lights out up to this point. Very accurate, making good decisions in a beautiful rhythm, and finally throws his first incompletion of the game.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Looking downfield, it's St. Clair. Right side, it's Duck. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
They come to the line facing 3rd and long from the 25. Quarterback changing the play. Run the gun on 3rd down, St. Clair. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming. And the Scarlet Knights decide to punt it away.
The punters have had the day off up to this point. First one of the game. First one's on its way. The leg ought to be strong. Only called on twice in the victory last week. He gets a block. There he goes. Open it up. Touchdown, Illinois. Stealing a score on special teams.
Hey, man, I don't know what they talked about at the half, man, but this team is rolling, doing an unbelievable job getting the football, putting it in the end zone again, and how about the defense doing their job, Palmer? Momentum is crazy in college football, but here in the second half, they've come out and seized it.
Yeah, this has been a master class in complementary football. Offense doing their job, the defense getting off the field, giving it back to the offense, everything going their way, and you're right. In college football, we see momentum shifts all the time. All of the momentum, all of the good juju right now, clearly on their side.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Here comes the Rutgers offense onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. On the move, it's Mitchell. There he goes. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37.
Wow, the running back there showing you his skill set is able to rip off that one for a first down.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Throwing St. Clair. On the move. Outside the pocket, lets it go. Working a little foot magic on the sidelines, and it'll be enough for the first down.
Well, if you're on defense, I mean, that's the way you want to get this quarterback running. He's right-handed, so get him to go to his left where you expect the accuracy to come way down. If they continue to do that, that's going to work in the defense's favor.
The Scarlet Knights with the 1st and 10. To the air, it's St. Clair. Snagged in the middle, it's done. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first, it's at the 37.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming. Does a good job, drops back, sees it, and the most important part, puts the ball out in front so he can catch it, get upfield, and make some extra yards after the catch.
It's first down from the 37-yard line. Making the adjustment. Quarterback will keep it. Picked up maybe 3 on the play at 2nd and 7.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
2nd and long here. Caught in the backfield, it's Black. He's finally shoved out of bounds at the 23-yard line, and a big pickup on that one.
Really nice job responding by the offense here. They watched the opponent go down the field and score a touchdown on that last drive, and you can see the quarterback there in the commercial break. He's telling his guys, let's go. We're going to go get this one. Everybody lock in. And that's what you're seeing on this drive. Doing a really, really nice job. They look confident. They're trying to score a touchdown themselves.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. The run inside. It's Raymond. Across the 10. Touchdown, Rutgers!
That one will give them the lead. That's his third touchdown of the game, and now 18 on the season. Getting set for the point after. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. That is an efficient drive. 7 plays, 75 yards. And the house call coming on the run from the 23. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. Time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. On the run, it's Martin. Shakes off the defender. And he was able to work his way for just a few, and that will do it for the third quarter. Still plenty of time left to break the scoreboard wide open as we get things underway here in the fourth. So the final period starts with a second down play. The handoff as they run the counter play here. Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage, he'll lose a yard.
Well, the offense is trying to run the counter play into the boundary. Those pulling linemen, though, actually led extra linebackers to the point of attack, and as a result, they were able to get a tackle for loss.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. To the air, it's Reynolds. Unleashes one. Intercepted, and that is the last thing they needed. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. The Scarlet Knights start this drive. The offense looks ready to go. So the defense sets them up for that interception. Now a couple of first downs, maybe even punching a score, and they'll go home with the W. Pass to 6. That's why a good running game is a coach's and quarterback's best friend when you're trying to put the lid on the game.
Well, they've got the lead. The defense just did their part, getting a takeaway. So now if you're on offense, you want to run the ball and take as much time as possible between snaps. Stay in bounds and let this clock tick away.
And the Scarlet Knights come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points.
And I go back to him again, too, man. I mean, just the big play, the play before, and they say, why not? Try it again, get it to their running back, try to create some space. Better job by the defense being gap sound, coming downhill, not letting him break tackles and make a big play.
Operating in the red zone here on second down. Motion from the back. So they were getting up against the play clock, and they don't want the penalty. They'll take the timeout here. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Tavian St. Clair. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. He just tossed that one out of bounds. You avoid the sack, you avoid the turnover. You've got more plays here on third down.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there. I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack get a lost yardage play, I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
Big hit, knocks the ball away, and it'll force him into a 4th down.
When you're in zone coverage and it's 3rd down, man, it's eyes on the quarterback. Break as soon as the hand separates from the football. You see the slant coming in behind. Nice job making your presence felt. They want to throw those, they need to pay for them. Be physical. Make sure he doesn't catch that football.
That keeps the score. Rutgers 35, Illinois 28.
Here comes the Illini offense back onto the field. This certainly hasn't been their best day, but there's no time for mistakes now. They have to execute if they want to snatch this thing from the fire. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 1 to the 22.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Follows his blocks. It's Martin. And he is snuffed out, greeted by a host of defenders.
And just a great job by the defense being stout, right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. They give it to him again. Got a little space. Got the 1st down. He rumbles out to the 39-yard line before he's steered out of bounds.
Well, he was able to gash him on that play. You just give this guy 1 inch, one little crease. He puts his foot in the ground, and he gets north fast.
Illinois picked up the 1st down. Now here they come again. Handoff for Jarrett. Breaks into the open. They'll get him stopped at the 45, but it's a big 15-yard pickup and a 1st down.
I love the play call running the football here in the 4th quarter because with the score what it is right now, everything is at your disposal on offense. You are not panicking. This isn't throw every single down, all of a sudden 2-minute air raid type stuff. You can run the ball. You can do all of your stuff, personnel, shifting, motioning. Just got to be very, very careful and absolutely cannot turn it over.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking downfield, it's Reynolds. Out wide left, it's Thomas. Brought down at the 28. A chunk play, 15 yards on that one, and a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Fresh set of downs going up top. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. They'll force him out of bounds after a solid pickup on the play. Illinois can be aggressive here on 2nd and short. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Flying out to the left. Inside the 30. The 10. They finally make the stop, and not only the huge turnover, but the big return has them set up in business. And the offense suddenly with an opportunity it couldn't have expected with a 1st and goal after the pick. Rutgers takes its second timeout. They'll take this opportunity to talk things over on the sideline. And how about this? You get to start a drive with a 1st and goal. Nowhere to go on that one. He's going to lose 5. Now the Illini calling a timeout there first. They'll get together to decide how to play this second down. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Sends it back in motion. St. Clair. Left side, it's Raymond. Makes the grab, down immediately. He picks up a few. Illinois uses its 2nd timeout. They'll take a moment to gather their thoughts and put together a plan for this 3rd down play. They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of settling for 3, but it is 3rd and goal. Perfect timing on the hit to keep him from making the grab, and the defense forces a 4th down.
After that incompletion on 3rd and long, because of where they are in the field right now and this juncture of the game, I'm expecting them to go ahead, kick a field goal here, and make this a 2-possession game.
And it's good! And that will extend their lead even further.
You know, it's funny, in an age where there's so many college football analytics and everybody wants to go for it on 4th down, at the end of the day, it still comes down to managing. Good decision by the head coach here in the 4th quarter. By kicking that field goal, you've now made it a 2-possession game. Your chances of winning this thing have now gone way up.
He'll bring it out. It's Gibson. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Timeout called here by Rutgers, and that's their 3rd. Timeout taken here by the Illini, and that is their 3rd. And now they are powerless to stop the clock with a timeout. Hits inside. It's Martin. Across the 25. He's got room. Brought down at the 25 after he picked up 10.
Man, that was a good run, but it was almost even better. Great job by the offense. Keep the running game going. You get big chunks like this. Not only was that a big chunk, it also looked like it could have gone for more.
Scanning the field, it's Reynolds. Look out! He's going to take off. He gets it past the 30, and they'll get him out of bounds at the 32.
And that's a pretty good job by this defense. Man, it's so hard to limit these quarterbacks, and they're spreading you out all over the field. When they take off, it's hard to limit the damage. Nice job limiting the damage. And I'll tell you what, make it physical. Finish those plays and try to tackle that guy and make him think about running the football in the future.
2nd down, gonna throw it. Got his man. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a 1st down. Clock stops momentarily for the 1st down. They'll hurry to the line. Fresh center down's going to the air. Fires to the wideout. And here's the 5th interception by this quarterback. Defense making the play. Hey, never hurts to pad the stats on D either, right? And they'll be able to run out the clock. So with the late lead, they're ready to just drain the clock in victory formation. And with the game all but decided, this quarterback will take a knee.